Hi friends, I'm Abby and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing the Booktube Gratitude Tag, and this was created by Mare over at Mare Reads. So I will link her original video down below. I have been tagged in a few of these videos and it's just so lovely. Like, this tag is just so... it's all about sharing the love, and I thought it's Christmas time, let's just share all the festive love and just appreciate this community. I started my channel earlier this year and it has just been an amazing part of it's been the best part of 2020. I have absolutely loved meeting so many people that share this common interest of books and being able to share that passion, and everyone's been so welcoming, and just it really has been a highlight of my year. So I thought I would do this tag and talk about some of the booktubers that I regularly watch and enjoy their content, and I just think that they deserve all of the love and they should be watched as well. I obviously, when I was creating this list, or when I was answering these questions, I realised that there are so many booktubers that I watch and it's so hard to pick. Well, I've picked 2 people per question, but it's just so hard to pick people because I want to shout out everyone. So we'll be talking about some people for these questions, but I will also link a list of other booktubers down below that I love and enjoy, and I will try and flash them up at the end, I think, as well, just because everyone deserves the love and the shout outs. So the first question, which booktuber has the best aesthetic? So I want to talk about Books with V, Vish, and I don't know, her thumbnails are just, they just look beautiful. I'm like, oh, that looks, I don't know how she does them, but they just look so aesthetically pleasing. And then when she, like, on the actual videos, like, her bookshelves just all look beautiful as well. Even though she says that they're a mess, they still look beautiful. And I don't know, her voice is just so calming. Like, it just creates like this really nice aesthetic for me. I'm like, oh, they just make me happy, her videos. And I don't know, she's just, the way she phrases her sentences and the way she talks, and I just the way it all fits together, and it all just, her outfits as well. I'm like, Vish, your dungarees look so cool. I also want to talk about Read by Andy, and again, she's got these lovely bookshelves, but her cats just randomly appear in her videos. Like, I can't remember which one it was, but her cat just suddenly appears on her bookshelf and like sort of goes into a little cubby hole right there, and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. So cute. My boyfriend goes on and on and on about wanting a cat, so I think if we had a cat that just appeared behind me in my videos, he would absolutely love that. Who has the best editing? So for this, I would like to mention Diana in the Nook, and the editing in her videos, she must put so much time and effort into making them so cool. Like, for every book haul that she does, she'll talk about the book, but then she'll have a separate voiceover where she is showing the book in all its glory and just showing all of the book's best angles. And then in her reading vlog, she'll have like the text of the book going over the screen, or different colours and lighting. So she'll have like the book in colour and her in black and white. She's just so experimental with her editing. I'm like, how do you even come up with these ideas for your editing? Like, every video I'm like, oh wow. I literally just cut out my arms and occasionally go, oh, let's have a little experiment. But like, her videos are so well edited, it's amazing. And I also want to talk about Bookish Potatoes, because they are a duo and they don't live together, so they've been having to like combine their videos into one so that they gel together. And I just, that is, I wouldn't know how to do that. Like, how are they putting together clips of them separately talking about books and merging them into one cohesive video? It just blows my mind how they manage it. Who do you love to watch for their personality? So I watch a lot of people for their personality. I think there's a lot of people that I watch because of just who they are, and we don't necessarily have the same reading taste. So a lot of people could fit in this category. But I wanted to talk about Andrew at Get Right On It. He is just such a nice guy, and I don't get around to watching all his videos because he has been posting so much like NaNoWriMo content, and he posts about both books and writing. but every video is just so funny. And like, he's done ones where he critiques himself and he's like looking back on his past self and he's like, what did old Andrew do? Why would he do that? He's got one, I think it was at the start of November, where he like shaved his beard off. He's like, we're reliving our younger self for NaNoWriMo, and they're always very quite funny, and he's just very like relatable. Andrew, you are great to watch for your personality. And another one is Naima from Naima's Reads, and we have quite different tastes in books. That she reads a lot more romance than I do, but her videos just make me happy. Like, she has this great intro that just like puts you in such like a great happy mood. I'm like, oh, this is so like colourful, and the music, and we have very different tastes in books, but I've read a few of the ones that she likes. I do read every now and again a romance book, but I don't know, I just enjoy watching her content. She did a really cool vlog where she, it was just like a vlog in the day of her life, and she went to her little free library, and I enjoy it because it, like, although romance isn't really my genre, it's nice to hear about them every now and again and see what's out there and see what other genres there are out there that I could read. Who has super original content? So this is definitely Mare from Mare Reads, who created this tag. Like, her mind just blows my mind. I'm like, how do you come up with these ideas, Mare? Like, how do you do it? Like, can I just have like a little insight into your brain? Because she's done reading like fictional Merediths. She's done reading like a Kardashian. She created this book tag. Like, she just always comes up with these seriously cool ideas, and I'm like, I wanted to do that. I wish I could have come up with that idea. Like, I don't know how she does it. And I know that she's got more in her head, because she's always like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have this secret video, and there's gonna be another secret video, and I've got to plan this one. And I'm like, Mare, where do you get these ideas? But she is so creative with her videos. And another one is Sam from Griff Reads. She has some really creative ideas as well. She's got this TBR Jenga, which is really cool. And then she's also done a vlog of reading the oldest thriller book on her TBR and the newest, and comparing how the genre has changed over time. And that idea is just so cool. I would love to try that with fantasy, like reading the oldest fantasy that I own and the newest, and seeing how they compare and how the genre has developed over the years. That is just such a cool idea. Who has the best reading vlogs? And this is definitely Jessie from The Bookish Mum. Like, she just posted, well, not just posted, she posted this Schwabtober reading vlog where she read 10 V.E. Schwab books in the month of October. Her vlogs are just so fun. Like, you get an insight into what she's reading, but also into her life and her kids. And I love seeing her family dynamic and just seeing them like live their lives. They're just so casual and fun. Whereas I feel a bit pressurized with vlogs. I'm like, oh, what do I say? What do I say? Where she's just like, I'll just tell you everything. And you have the kids running around and they're so cute. And I feel as though you get a great insight into her life with her vlogs. And also Stephanie from Stephanie's Bookverse. I enjoy her vlogs. She did a great few vlogs for Bookoplathon, which I really enjoyed. And she just did one where she went around the bookshop picking out birthday books. Who is the funniest booktuber you watch? And this goes to Alan from the Library of Alexandria. Alan cracks me up. Like, I know that if I'm having a down day and I need something to perk me up, Alan's videos will do that 100%. He is just hilarious. Alan's videos will just make you happy, and they will make you laugh hysterically because he is so creative and funny. And even if you're just laughing at him, you know, maybe you might not be laughing along with him, you might be laughing at him for his seriously unpopular opinions about hobbits, and actually about everything, about leaning, about wearing black, about hobbits, about pie, about sleeves. Like, even if you're just laughing at him not liking anything in this world, Alan is just hilarious. I'd also like to mention Gregory LePerch, because he is also funny. He did a book review dressed up as the Joker, and it's just like, what is going on here, Gregory? And I feel as though the majority of his content is literally in every video I get mocked. I get mocked for being British. When are you going to stop trolling me for being British? But it's so funny all the same. And then he had this one video where he said something mean about the British, so I was like, so I responded, and YouTube kept deleting my comment, and I was like, I think I tried to post it 3 times and it just kept getting deleted, and I was like, this is just not on. This is just a war between the Brits versus the Americans going on over here. Yes, I would recommend Gregory if you want some fun content as well. Who is the best reviewer? So I would like to mention Leslie from the Nerdy Narrative. And I'd say me and Leslie, like, we have a few books that we've both really enjoyed. Like, we both have loved The Faithful and the Fallen series by John Gwynne, but we don't necessarily always have the same reading taste. She reads a lot more horror than I do. And I will watch her horror reviews and I'm like, I don't really read horror, but she's made that sound really interesting. And I'm like, but Abby, you're going to have nightmares for months if you read that. But then I'm like, but Leslie says it's really good. So my mind's like, Leslie has talked me into wanting to read these books, even though I know they're not for me. And I'm like, what's going on? So Leslie at the Nerdy Narrative, I don't know what power she has for getting me to be interested in things that I wouldn't normally be interested in, but she's got this power. And I'd also like to mention Philip Chase. I don't know, like, he did this review for the Dragon Republic, and I've read that book, but I was like, oh my god, you've put all the thoughts that I had in my head and put them into articulate sentences and just explained them. And I was like, how has he managed that? How has he managed to, like, get all of my, like, blur out into a articulate sentence and explain thoughts that I didn't even realise I was really having, but then he put them into words and I was like, oh well, yes, I felt like that too. So he's just so articulate. But yeah, he reads a lot more epic fantasy than I do. He's just so good with words. Who has reading tastes that align the most with yours? So I was struggling a little bit with, not struggling, but like, the person who has the most similar reading taste to me is Jessie May. I think our reading tastes are very much in line. I mean, I've realised this after watching quite a few of her videos now, that if I like a book, she probably likes it, and if I hate a book, she probably hates it too. Like, we have so many books that just align in taste. It's like we have it's like we have the same mind. Our brains just automatically give books a very similar rating. There's a couple where we've differed, like Behind Closed Doors. She really liked it, I wasn't a fan, but for the vast majority, it seems to be really rare that our opinions differ. We just have very similar tastes. I was trying to think of a smaller creator that also has similar tastes to me, which is where I struggled, but the most realistic and true answer is Jessie May. This is what I've come up with. There are so many other booktubers that I would love to shout out, because there are so many people that I watch and that should have all of the love during this festive time, so I would highly recommend checking them out. A few of them I will try and put them on the screen now would be A Musical Bookworm, Alicia Guzman, Andy Smith, Book Hooked, Geeklet, Read Stuff, A Literature Science Alliance, Love Story, Megan's Reading Revelations, Red Read Wine, and The Fowler Project. They're all people, I mean, there's loads more as well. Like, I don't want to miss anyone out, and I just want to share the love of booktube with everyone, and I feel as though all of these people deserved to have many, many more subscribers, and you should try and subscribe to all of them and give them all some love. I hope you all have a lovely Christmas, whatever you're doing, and please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in my future videos. Bye!